Good day, everyone. Thank you for being here. We are excited to present our paper titled Pasarela, a spectacle, space, and co-creation of queer becoming in gay pageantry. I am Casey Capales, and I will be joined by my co-presenters Ruth Floralde, Bernal Gallet, Elisha Salazar, and Ashley Salaveria. This study explores how the local gay pageant scene in the Philippines serves as a vibrant site of queer expression, identity building, and cultural resistance. Pageants are often misunderstood as mere entertainment, but as our research shows, they carry deep social and political meaning, especially within the LGBT community. Let's begin with our foundation of our study. Our research begins with key questions. How do marginalized individuals demand to be recognized in the society that denies them visibility? The answer often is spectacle. As our paper argues, when society renders queer identities invisible, pageantry becomes a means of survival. These events do not merely celebrate beauty, they become political stages where queer individuals reclaim space and dignity. Gay pageants in the Philippines, in particular, are more than a platform for self-expression. They are stages of resistance, visibility, and shared cultural meaning.
Hello, I am Ruth Floralde. Our analysis is grounded in two powerful theoretical frameworks. First is Judith Butler's theory of gender performativity, which explains that gender is not an inherent identity but something we do, something we perform. This theory helps us see how contestants in gay pageants perform their queerness deliberately and meaningfully, not just to win a crown, but to be visible and valid in society. Second, we use José Esteban Muñoz's idea of queer utopia. Muñoz views queerness as a horizon, a collective longing for a freer, more just future. He describes queerness as relational and anticipatory. In the world of pageantry, these performances become not just displays, but dreams in motion. Gestures toward a world where LGBTQ plus people are celebrated, not just tolerated. Our research used a qualitative design grounded in an interpretivist paradigm. We conducted 3 focus group discussions, one with contestants, one with handlers, and one with audience members. This setup allowed us to capture the relational nature of queer performance in pageantry. As we note in the paper, FGDs provided a setting that mirrored this collaborative structure, allowing participants to speak with and through one another. Pageants are not solitary endeavors. They are built through shared labor, feedback, and emotional investment. FGDs gave us a deeper understanding of the lived realities, struggles, and joys behind these performances.
I'm Bernal Gallet, and I'll walk through the insights from our contestants. Many of them describe pageantry as a process of intentional self-fashioning. One told us, pag umapi ka pageant, di pwede na basta-basta. Gumawa ka ng sarili mong characters. This means each candidate crafts a persona, a version of themselves that communicates strength, style, and story. Another shared the emotional reward. So matalo ka man o hindi, at least naghatag ka best performance. Even without winning, leaving an impression becomes a kind of victory. This quotes effects of Butler's notion of performativity, the stylized, repeated acts or queerness that asserts visibility and claims space. Handlers are integral to queer performance. One told us, kung nano siya sa stage, iton aginhimo mo sa kanya. This reflects both the pride and the pressure of their role. handlers become choreographers of identity, shaping how queerness is shown and judged. However, this dynamic can also reinforces internal hierarchies. As Dissimilo explains, there is a tendency within queer spaces to police performances, to push candidates toward a narrow version of femininity or acceptability. This shows that even within queer communities, there are pressures to conform, which complicates the idea of pageantry as purely liberating.
Hi, I'm Ashley Salavaria. What stood out in our audience interviews was the emotional impact of the performance. One said, for someone that has been so closeted, it was fulfilling to see others claim who they are. This speaks to the power of representation. Another audience member reflected on the joy of rooting for someone who may not even win. Kaopay sa feeling, not just ang pagdaog. These moments affirm that gay pageantry is not only about the crown, it is about hope. The fulfillment is collective. It echoes Muñoz's belief in queer performance as a utopic, emotional labor that uplifts others. Okay. One of the most powerful testimonies came from an audience member who encountered hate comments online before the show. They recalled, "I felt so defeated, but at the venue, I felt safe." This illustrates how pageantry transforms hostile environments into safe havens. In these spaces, people find community and protection. They are no longer alone. As Muñoz tells us, queerness is anticipatory. It creates a glimpse of the world we want. At least for that evening, surrounded by community, participants could breathe, laugh, and shine without fear.
I'm Elisha Salazar, and in the final part of our analysis, we focus on how pageantry becomes a collective effort of queer becoming. Contestants, as one said, are there not just to entertain, but to inspire. Handlers describe themselves as like mothers, offering emotional support far beyond the stage. And the audience, often overlooked, describe their role as essential. We are not just watching, we are showing solidarity. These testimonies reveal how pageantry is a communal labor of love. As Muñoz writes, queerness is built through collectivity, through shared care, vulnerability, and resistance. To conclude, pageantry is far more than just entertainment. It is, as our paper describes, a living archive of queer resilience and creativity. Within every Pasarela walk, every costume change, every answer in Q&A, there is a performance of becoming, of saying, "I am here and I matter." These spaces allow queer individuals to challenge norms, build kinship, and imagine new futures. By combining theory, testimony, and collective experience, we see that gay pageants are not about imitation. They are about transformation.